how can we give back to ourselves, pour into ourselves, fill our cup without spending money, without having to go get our hair done, our nails done, without getting a pedicure, like all of those things? How can we do something free for ourselves? That's the challenge, right? Today is my personal day where I get 2 to 3 hours to myself to do what I want to, not necessarily what I have to do. No home obligations, responsibilities, or anything. This came about because I'm a new mom and I need my time to myself to decompress, to do some things I enjoy. And I do this every week. I do this every week. I don't have to worry about being a wife, a mom, a dog mom, a business owner, nothing. All I have to do is worry about being me, being a woman. So every week looks different. In the other vlog, you guys saw me go dilly-dally in the stores. I don't want to dilly-dally in the stores because I do not need to be spending any money. So today's personal day is probably going to be around the house. I honestly do not want to go into the garden because the garden needs to be cleaned up. The garden needs to be cleaned up, but if you know, I neglected the garden that day to go dilly-dally. So I think I'm going to clean up the garden. I do want to do some reading, catch up on some reading because it's been like 2 weeks since I read my book. I also want to take a bath and soak and enjoy. And I also want to do my face care routine. I don't know if I can do all of that in 2 to 3 hours. It'll be more like 2 hours because I have therapy. So, yeah, we're going to see what we can get done. I think I just need to go to the garden and probably put on a timer to be out there for at least 30 minutes to see how much I can get done. And that way I can probably do my face care. I can do it all. I can do it all because I can read my book in the bathtub, but I do want to soak. So yeah, let's get started with this personal self-care, me time day. Okay, so I done convinced myself. See, Chase, you're gonna have to go inside with all that noise. Chase, I don't want to hear it. This is my peace and quiet time. You're going to have to go inside if you're going to be out here with all that barking. I done convinced myself to come out to the garden for a little bit. I live in the South, so mosquitoes, and I ain't trying to get bit up too bad. So, it is 4:02. We are going to go to the garden. Yes, I have my headphones on because I'll talk about that in a second. But we're to the garden. Look, it looks crazy. Even the trellis. The trellis looks crazy. So I'm going to try to snatch up as many plants as possible. But yeah, hold on. Let's see, where could I sit? Okay, that might be a good little spot. I did forget my gloves. I need to go run and get my gloves. I have my water. And I need to get my gloves. Okay, the max amount of time that I want to be out here is 30 minutes. We are going to snatch up as much as we can. And yeah, let's see. Siri, set a timer for 30 minutes. There we go. And let me put me on a playlist so I can jam out. Let's see. Oh, did I even turn these on? I don't think so. I gotta turn on the headphones first for them to work. Okay. Okay. I'm going to sit that phone right there. I'm going to talk to y'all for a little bit. But, oh, maybe I should turn on auto tracking so you all could see me. Okay. So originally, when it came to us having our self-care time, it's for me and my wife. She came up with the idea. Well, no, I came up with the idea. She just kind of was like, oh, this is something that we need to do to ensure that we both keep somewhat of our, you know, self-care, self-time. Because with being a new parent, you kind of get lost in all of the tasks and all of the things to do that needs to get done, taking care of baby. And most of the time you forget about prioritizing yourself or doing things that you once enjoyed or doing things that, you know, that you should be doing. Do I want to save this? I can. I'm trying to think, do I want to save seeds to certain things? And I can't actually. And I think this is a Cuban nail. But yeah, so we were like, how can we make sure each one of us get some sort of dedicated self-time, you know, dedicated time to do what we want to do, not what we have to do, because there's a lot of have-tos, right? Along with parenting, you have to keep the house clean, do these chores and everything. So, yeah, like we don't only want to do what we have to do. We want to do things that we enjoy. And for myself, sometimes it's a little dilly-dally. I did take up sewing, I think, was it last year? I haven't done that in a minute. I do enjoy gardening. I enjoy just doing what I want to do in the moment. And yeah, we didn't have that. So we implemented this probably, we've been doing it for about 2 months now, where we talk, we have a marriage meeting every Sunday. So during that time, we discuss, okay, this day I'm going to take my self-time from this time to this time. And during that time, it's uninterrupted. Whoever's on self-time, you know, if we want to call them or something, that's, you know, it's not like that. But we're not asking them to do anything. We're not asking them to care for the baby. Everything is on the person who's not on self-care time. And it has been working out great. And most of the first month and a half, I was leaving the home because I felt like me being in a home, one or two things was going to happen. If I heard the baby cry, I felt like I was going to need to go, you know, tend to her, figure out what's happening, what's going on. I feel like just in my nervous system, I would have been like, let me figure out what's going on and not enjoying my time, or even just hearing her cry. I feel like internally I was gonna want to know what's going on. So I made sure I left the house during that time until I got accustomed of just, you know, doing my own thing. But leaving the house costs money. But there are sometimes I like sat at Publix, read my book. You know, I didn't spend money some of those times. Sometimes I went, got me a pedicure. I did different things. But I just, I don't think, am I going to pull this up? No, I'm not going to pull that up just in case. What else was I saying? Yeah, I would go do a pedicure. I would go, what else did I do? Pedicure, I went dilly-dallying. I have gotten a massage during that time. Different things, right? But then I started wanting to stay home. Like, I'm like, I don't want to travel. That eats up at my time. I don't always want to travel. So when I decided to stay home, I was like, okay, I don't want to, again, be respond or be thinking about what's wrong with baby. And granted, she doesn't cry a lot, but if she did, I didn't want, because she don't cry a lot, I'm like, if she does cry, I know I'm gonna probably be like, what's happening, you know? And I didn't want to be like that. It gives everybody time to be with the baby alone. Not everybody. Give my wife time to be with the baby without me, you know, like, oh, this, that, you know, and vice versa. So what I did was I stayed home, but I put my noise canceling headphones on. Hence, that's what's happening here. I am just looking at things that I need to snatch up. But I put on my noise canceling headphones and sung my heart away and was doing what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, in the house, around the house, outside, and not worried about what was happening with baby and my wife, you know? So that is where this headphone thing came from. And I am not an over-the-ear headphones person. I actually don't like how it feels. Yeah, I don't like that feeling and the sound that it makes, like that internal. Like, I just don't like the over-the-ear headphones feel. So, but it guaranteed that I, you know, what is it? Tone out? Tap out? You know, whatever. What is it? Tone out? Is it? Yeah, tune out. That's the word. After pregnancy, listen, my brain, it works, but granted, there's some words I cannot locate, and it takes me a minute to locate them. So, but yeah, putting on these headphones allow me to tune out. And that's what I am doing today. So that's a little spill about what's going on, why I'm out here, and why we do it. I got my water, and my phone is over there. So we're about to get to do this. Once my timer go off, that's it. That's it. We're going in the house, okay? Because I really don't want to be out here. Landlord, this us no heat. Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we ship champagne when we're thirsty. Life I live, cause I went from negative to positive, and it's all, and it's no, now you know. You know very well who you are. Hey, the only one. I give you good and plenty. New to get me high like you do. Bottle, boot up. Baby, bottle, boot up. Bottle, boot up. Baby, bottle. I just finished soaking for about 15-20 minutes. Oh, did my candle go out? I need to relight this 1 minute. Hopefully you can hear me over the exhaust fan in the bathroom, but my candle, I just relit it from the bath. I am still sipping on my LaCroix sparkling water to make it a little fancy because I'm not doing wine right now. So It is currently 5:08. I read a chapter in my book. Me and my friend read the book together. I think I have one more chapter to get caught up. So I'm going to probably do my face care. Like, I do my face care every day, but like my facial. I'm going to give myself a facial, a mask, exfoliate, do all of those things. And listen to my music, or maybe watch a YouTube video, but I'm probably going to listen to my music. And what else? And then hopefully I still have about 10-15 minutes, and then I will read my book while I'm doing my mask or whatever, or I'm letting the mask sit. I'll read my book. So it has been good so far, but I got about 50 minutes, so let's get to it. Okay, hopefully y'all can hear me without the exhaust fan. Hopefully, we'll see. But I am wrapping up for the mask. I had used this sheet mask. It's a Korean sheet mask. My wife bought it for me one of these days. And then for the eye mask, I used these dermatology, sorry. But gonna rub this remainder mask, and I was able to read 2 more chapters in my book while I did actually, hold on, it just made me remember I needed to empty this because I didn't want baby to come in here and start playing with it. But while I steamed my face and did my mask, I was able to read 2 more chapters. So I read a total of 3 chapters, which I am reading Rhythms Blues, I think. It's really good. I think I have an hour left on the book. That's what the time says at the bottom. I'm going to use this. I used to get a FabFit. This is Earth Harbor. I used to get a FabFit Fun box. And this came in there, and I've been using it since. It's a Biome Brightening Ampule. I think I said that word right. Maybe not. But I always put it on after my facial. But I was able to read. I think I'm caught up, or if not, I'm probably a chapter ahead where my friend is. I text her. She didn't text back, but I just kept reading until I needed to stop. Also, I used the Tree Hut lip scrub. Love that one. Gonna use this Kiehl's is retinol skin renewing daily micro dose. I don't use this often. I use it when I do my facial. It might not even be some. Oh, it's a little bit in there. But I would say today was a success. Like, if you don't feel like doing something, set a timer and give yourself a little bit of time to do it, so you don't feel like it is an infinite amount of time that you'll be doing that thing or working on it. Like I did with the garden, I really didn't want to do it, but at 30 minutes I was in the house packing up, like bringing my stuff from outside indoors. So I feel like if I didn't set a time, I probably wouldn't have went. For my eye cream, I'm using Kiehl's, this creamy eye treatment with avocado. But I set that timer and got it done. It's something that I enjoy. Once I'm in the garden, I'm fine. it's just, I be daunting doing it when it's overwhelming and a lot to do. I don't be want to do it. So setting that timer really helped, 30 minutes, and then I still got an hour and 30 minutes to do what I wanted to do. Even though deep down inside I wanted to do my garden, I didn't feel like doing it, if that made sense. And then my bath, I needed that. Well, not a bath, I just soaked. I soaked in the magnesium flakes and some Dr. Till's, and that was really, really good. This came from Dollar Tree. It is a dupe to, I think, Glow Recipe. It's the Glow Nighttime Moisturizer. I was going to use my other Dollar Tree because I have some Dollar Tree masks and things like that. What I wash my face with every day and the little serums I put on are from Dollar Tree, and they work really well. I like them, excuse me. But that soak I needed to relax my body and just chill. I haven't read my book in 2 weeks, so that gave me some time to do it. I normally read my book before we go to bed, but we've been binging this show on Netflix. It's called Animal Kingdom. So we've been binging that. So I have not, the time I normally would read my book, I've been watching that show. So to get in reading was really, really nice, and I squeezed it in the bath and here. And then while I was doing my face care, I just sat there and read my book, no music. And while I was doing this also, I just sat, no music, no, some music, but most of the time it was no music, just because I just wanted silence. I wanted silence. And I challenged myself not to go anywhere today. Like, it's easy to associate self-care with spending money, and this exhaust fan really gets on my nerves, but I know it's needed. Anyways, the last thing I'm using is this Kiehl's. It's the Midnight Recovery Concentrate. I use this all the time. But it's easy to associate self-care with things that cost money, or doing things for ourselves, or treating ourselves with things that cost money. But it's, how can you treat yourself, or how could you pour in yourself without spending money? Right? So I did it today. Sat there, took a bath. The things, you know, that's free sometimes feed our soul more than the things that and then I'm using this. I done had this for years, I'm not even gonna lie. This thing say 12 months. I probably had this for like 2 years. And to me it's overrated, but that's neither here nor there. This is the Laneige lip sleep mask. But yeah, I did the thing. I feel good. I didn't need to go out the house and spend money. My little sparkling water, I put it in my pumpkin glass. I know it may not look like it, but it's a pumpkin wine glass for the fall. And just like that, we're done. We're done with my personal time. I think I have probably about 10-15 minutes. I'm not going to keep reading because I don't want to leave my friend. We discussed the book together. I think, let's see what time it is. It is 5:53. I feel like a new woman. Okay? I feel like a new woman. I took about 20 minutes. I took a nice soaking bath. I gardened. I did my facial. Listen, I'm unstoppable. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.